trading posts up, maybe. The fact the engineer is still sitting here and he picked an engineer off Leaning Tower makes me think he was trying to go for Sistine. Oh, I can build opera houses now. Why did I not realize that? We have one turn before I'll build that Colosseum. Don't want that market. I need to get my guilds up afterwards, after this observatory. Once I have guilds up, I just need to pump that culture straight into rationalism. Growing next turn, good. I should take over engineer production in a different city if I can. It needs to be a city with a river that's already worked some engineer points. Actually, flatland would be better if I could get. I don't think I have any flatland cities though. I don't. River cities though are. That one ended up on a river. That one's gonna be working low science anyways though, because or low production anyways, because it's gonna be working science tiles. So it should really probably be this tile working my engineer slots. It doesn't really have enough tiles anyways. All right, so let's switch one of these over for now. Because I would like to take off. I need engineers, but I don't want to have the capital work guilds, scientists, guilds, and engineers. So if I can get the engineers to a different city and still generate engineers, that would be good. Top hammers right now, but my tech is not where I want it to be. Oh, it's another fucking mountain city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of his 7 cities are mountain cities. Does he have 7 or does he have 8 cities? Alright, what else do we want a King's Day in these cities? We want dyes and cotton. Let's get dyes or cotton. Oh, this guy does. Okay, he's got King's Days, basically all my cities. That at least is good. Guilds in here after this observatory. That needs to be improved when I can. Let's get the opera houses up. Okay. Yeah, Temple of Artemis gives us a big bonus here in the growth element of things. I mean, it's a really good wonder. Monster coming out. How are we doing on this quest? Nowhere near close. We're not going to win that quest. Too few turns left. We might eventually win that quest, but it would have to go on a lot longer than it's going to go on. Should have got ally status over here. Oh no, Japan's our ally. It's annoying because we're actually ahead of Japan. We might win that quest. I think we're going to be culture leader after this, certainly after the guilds come up, but maybe as our shit stabilizes here. So. I don't know when I'm saving. I won't be saving my writers for broadcast towers, that's for fucking sure, because when was the last time I ever built a broadcast tower? But I will be saving my writers for something. I don't know what yet. Maybe just till I have Hermitage up. 8 turns after that anyways. Surprised no one culture rushed aesthetics. Well, Japan did, but no one else did. Like Purify with aesthetics would be really strong here before the rush. I guess he wanted that piety with Jesuit, and he considers that more valuable than just the raw culture from the aesthetics policy into rationalism. But I don't know if I agree with that. Disconnected. Okay. King's Day in 4 of my cities. We can keep my entire empire King's Daying. That would be something. Is there a furs? Let's try this guy first. Can we check what his King's Day is in his capital? Marble. Do I have marble available right now? No, good. Alright, all my cities now are King's Daying. Which will help. This needs to be an opera house afterwards. Amphitheater afterwards. I really like Golden Age. Golden Age would maybe make it a little bit better for us in terms of getting our goodies out. I lost my culture from pastures, so I can plant scientists on pastures now and not care about it. Like on that sheep is fine. Got some valuable wonders. I mean, Notre Dame, Temple of Artemis, and Sistine are really good. I prefer moss or pagodas or situational. On the White Empires, I actually prefer moss. And let me see if that's actually a reasonable preference or not. Let's go have a look. So, it's not actually a reasonable preference. If you're going piety, I guess I prefer pagodas. If you're going anything but piety, I guess I prefer moss. The trade-off is you lose. I mean, it's the same culture and same happiness. So the trade-off is the two food for 2 faith, right? And for my empire, since I don't have piety open and all my faith generation is pretty slow, I prefer the moss first because it's the same amount of culture. The culture is what I really care about, and I want to be able to get the rest of the buildings finished as quickly as possible to get that culture rolling. If you have piety though, and you have the discount on purchasing the buildings, and you're making good faith at return anyways because you're piety, probably the growth is better. So, toss up, depending on what you're doing for social policies. No, pagodas are nerfed, right? So aren't pagodas... Oh, it's the other way around. So yeah, it's even more so that way, right? So it's not 2 faith, 1... It's 2 faith, 1 culture loss in the pagodas for the 2 cultures. So I just... Yeah, moss. Pretty much what I said remains the same, but for me it's the culture is the important bit. The food is a nice bonus, but the culture is the important bit. And I guess maybe if you were in like a land that's super starved for food, that you could be like, oh, the food is really important, and it certainly would help early game. But when I get the option between the two, it tends to be moss these days. I don't know. I think kind of what we said. Let's grab a fish tile. I wouldn't mind, now that I have the tech, this is gold per turn on these tiles. I could build 3 fishing boats and be pretty happy with that. I think I'm going to do that. They're very cheap, and it's food. Food and gold, which is what I care about. Let's grab printing press. Steal from Baba in 5 turns. Hammers. Observatory into a Writers Guild. Amphitheater into an opera house. Let's plant this guy. Food to the cap. Okay. So I guess the culture, the faith is a little less impactful, but it's still, you know, 1 faith per turn in all my cities is, what, 7 faith per turn difference if I go moss over pagodas. And I can't get faith in any other way. It's not like growing faster gets me more faith when I have no pantheon that gives me faith. So I don't know. I think I prefer the moss at the moment. Are we catching up at all on this? Yeah, we're catching up on that pretty quick, actually. We'll win that culture quest. From Sistine and being wide. Pagodas and moss have the same cost in and outside of the mod. There's no difference in cost between those. The one that's cheaper is I believe the cathedral, but maybe even not the cathedral. It might be the monastery. The monastery is definitely cheaper. I don't remember if the cathedral is cheaper or not. And the nice thing about the mod is that religious buildings don't go up in cost based on era anymore. So it used to be kind of important to get those buildings out earlier. They went up very, very steeply in cost, and it's not true anymore. I should still be paying attention to things like I'm now 2nd in science, or 4th in science, but only 2 techs behind. Purify's science leader right now. I should be checking Baba's capital from time to time to see what he's doing. Getting a garden up for his great person generation makes a lot of sense. I want my national epic up in my capital when I can. Are you sure the cathedral has 100 base? I'm not sure that's true. I think it might be 130, but I'm not entirely sure.
I'm crashing. If you guys get through the reload, I will just hot join.
Alright, I'll let you know. I'm 2nd, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Alright guys, I'm going to take a brief AFK as we're doing this. Walk away from the computer, back in a moment.
This Japan guy's not very happy at me. He says I'm suiciding. He also said I don't know much about the game because he's winning because he's 2nd in tech and got good food. Oh, he left as well.
So is this going to be a reload?
Got to re-steam. Am I rehosting or am I hot joining?
You can hot join. Lots of units to end the turn.
Okay.
Does anyone have any lucks to give me for wine?
I sent you a trade for gold. And that's gonna
Gold
show you.
isn't really going to do anything when I've got negative loads.
I think I'm already trading silver with you.
Yeah, you are. Okay, is it fine?
Alright guys, I'm back. Looks like the hot join succeeded on Purify's part, so I'll be hosting for a couple of turns until he gets host back again, which I don't think will be that long. I don't tend to do very well with hosting. I'm going to delete this unit. Let's go this way. Let's go there. Let's finish that trading post up. Anything else we need? We get gifted a pikeman, it looks like. Okay. Getting our culture buildings up for that cultural multiplier from Sistine. And I'm going to want to get architecture pretty soon here. Might be an immediate crash. Yeah, it's an immediate crash for me. I may or may not have accidentally opened my tech tree at the end of the turn. GG. I'll hot join on you, Purify.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't know if I was scrolling or I did something in the last crash when it turned over. It's so annoying. Oh, you did an action. Let's crash.
Is the resync finished yet? Yeah, it's extremely annoying. I'm really hoping the next version of Civ is a little bit more stable. It's really a bummer that the modding really couldn't do anything for this. The stability issues. Remind me, Matter, when that game gets exported. Which game is that, by the way? Let's just have a quick look. That is the... It's the Rome game. When that game hits YouTube, we'll put a more permanent link in the channel for it. pretty close to our next sub goal. Pretty close indeed. Are we 12 away? I think we are. 12 away from releasing the air guide. I'll release it instantly when it's done, because it is done. It's done and uploaded to YouTube. All I have to do is make it public, and I can do that as soon as it happens. I can't join on you, Purify. It just doesn't do anything once I'm in the
Yeah,
lobby.
I still haven't even got through the reload screen, so this might be the resync screen. I think this might just be a reload.
All right, let me know.
We'll see.
Reload.
Give it a few more seconds.
No, I wouldn't recommend Beyond Earth. Wait, the Over-Explain Everything game is on YouTube? I don't think so.
I'm just gonna reload it.
It's fine.
Okay.
I guess it could be game 305 Rome, but I don't think so. I don't think that was the Over-Explain. Let me go look at that again. I think we just played Rome a couple times and then lost this not too distant future. Not too distant past, rather. Let's go have a look. What game is this? I want to build the university, and then I want to kind of stagger my universities with Rome. I want to take advantage of that Roman bonus as much as possible. No, I don't think that one's up yet. Okay. Well, reloads. We love reloads.
Reloads up.
Japan wants irrelevant. I'm equals.
Why have you taken his
Yeah,
capital
bro.
yet? Tell him to fucking defend his land. Like, if it takes him 2 more turns to die, so be it. Is he really irrelevant to the outcome of that war? Seems ridiculous. I'm being attacked, I'm gonna lose. It doesn't make you irrelevant. Okay. Makes me so annoyed when players do that. Yes, you're losing the war, I get it. I mean, if you're not like totally out of units, you're not irrelevant. Fight on. Fight on till your capital's dead and you can leave. Like, it clearly didn't put up any fucking defense at all. You think I'm getting left behind due to not investing in university slots? It's very difficult for small university slots to work small Liberty cities to work university slots early. I'd rather grow. I have good growth multipliers. Working growth right now is a potential trade-off, is a potential long-term investment in science, right? So I have both Temple of Artemis as a food multiplier. That's total food, and then I have the King's Day, which I believe is a
It'd be
excess
less
food
irrelevant
multiplier.
if he didn't spend 5 turns building national epic the first 5 turns of the war.
Yep, that probably would make him less irrelevant.
And he spent gold buying a city-state far away instead of buying units.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It just seems like terrible play.
I hate it when people do that. Regardless of what was going to happen, like it changes the course of the game because that guy was just like, oh well, I'm getting attacked, I don't care anymore, instead of just playing it out naturally.
Yeah. I mean, he was lowest hammers and lowest army versus top army. I mean, that's certainly going to put him at a disadvantage, but if he multiplies that disadvantage by building national epic, like seriously?
He's building samurai now, so his fishing boats might save him.
Well, samurai are actually a decent combat unit, especially as a blocker unit for holding a position, but so maybe. But I expect he'll just
What
get
really
overrun.
killed me is unhappiness. I went 10 unhappy for 1 turn and Barb spawned. It's typical.
Alright, we'll hot join. Ah man, reload's so much fun. I mean, I feel like Purify is hard all-in science, right? So what we're gonna see from him with the Grand Temple multiplier plus Jesuit plus he'll go rationalism after the 3 points in piety in all likelihood means that we're gonna see really high peak science from Purify, which is at the other end of the world might be a safe place to do that. With Baba next to me in commerce, he hasn't gone the piety multiplier. He doesn't have a science multiplier, but he does have a gold multiplier. So we're going to see from him, he's got good science, and he's got observatories in almost all of his cities except for one city, which means we're going to see pretty decent science from him, and peak science isn't going to be as high as Purify. But he is going to have more. He has that huge gold income to make it a military thing. So I think his science is going to be translated very easily into upgrading units for a military push. And I'm a bit worried that I'm not going to be able to deal with that from the I don't think my production is going to be any better than his, and I don't think my gold is going to be anywhere near his from those early gold wonders. So I don't know. I mean, if we get rationalism fast enough, what I'm hoping is my culture can help make up for that a little bit. If I can get rationalism fast enough, I might be able to get to those texts before him, so I might be able to get the text before him and have some more time to put hammers into the appropriate military texts that I can't do with gold, but we'll see. Backish resubbed for the 11th month in a row. Thanks for the resub, man. Much appreciated. Make that up to 69, getting really close to our goal here. 11 months is a long-ass time, man. Thanks for the resub. And I don't know what is going to happen with Byzantium and Russia. Russia taking a player out here, normally that's a really good thing. If this is really cheap, it can still be a good thing for him. But with rationalism in the game, the game length gets very, very compressed, which means that the time to war is a lot smaller until the all-out permanent final wars. So, I don't know. Maybe. Alright, Big Ben. That means industrialization. I didn't notice him entering industrialization. That's really early. Eternal 102 industrialization. 102 industrialization, huh? Well, how long on our spy steal? 3 turns.
Yeah.
Let's get banking.
Okay, he's definitely not around.
Alright. And what do I want? I just need to assign some stuff. I'm going to assign some watermills for growth. Alright, this is all going pretty much to plan. Let's come down here. Farm's done. We should work that. We are working that. Cool. Go there. Go there. We are working that. Cool. Alright. Oh, that's bad. Factories that early is terrifying. Yeah, I could bulb a scientist and try to steal that. Shit, I just ended turn. Oh, let me unend turn. Weird. Are we gonna grow to this fish tile? No. Why the fuck not?